Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Urban88. Going to be bringing you guys a product today from Shooter's Element. Shooter's Element makes a couple of different products for the CZ Scorpion. I got a couple different ones in that I'm going to be showing you guys how to install and how to install properly. I went ahead a couple weeks ago and I picked up the CZ Scorpion Evo from CZ USA. I like the Scorpion a lot, but there's a couple things they had to change around with it. The flat plastic rails, I had to go ahead and put something to break up that brown. So I put some rail covers here on the opposite side. I already put my sight on it. Just got it in. Haven't really sighted it in yet, but I wanted to be able to operate, and I've been tinkering around with it, and I've been getting a lot of skin taken off my knuckles every single time I went ahead and used a charging handle. That's one of the things why I put the rail covers up top, because through CZ they made their charging handle, I think, a little bit on the short side. So I went ahead and started searching the web. There's a couple different companies out there, but the one that caught my eye the most was Shooter's Element. Shooter's Element makes a extended charging handle for the CZ Scorpion. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit about this and how to show you how to properly install it into your Scorpion. It's all made out of metal. You can see at the top here it has the grooves on this side and this side. So if your hands are wet, greasy, you'll still be able to get a positive feel on that without really slipping off. Grips down pretty good. Let's go ahead and I'll show you how to install this thing and show you the difference in sizes as well. I went ahead and already been tinkering with this gun for a while, unloading, loading, and I know, like I said before, I don't like this charging handle. I went ahead and moved it to the right side because I'm a left-handed shooter. So if you're seeing this video, if you're first time want to change this charging handle around, it's going to be on the opposite side for you if you're a right-handed shooter, because this is not the side that it came on stock. It would be on the opposite side. So whatever I do in this video, do the opposite and it'll work perfectly for you. So what I like to do, I take a Allen key. My weapon is cleared, no rounds. So I take an Allen key. This is a 9/64 Allen key, and there's a pin right there that you need to depress out. So if this is on the opposite side, if you're charging on the other side, you would want to depress it coming this way, because the flat portion would obviously be on the other side. So you want to take your Allen key or punch and then push downward pressure on that pin till it comes out. It pins out, you set it to the side, you don't need it right now. After you get that out, you don't even want to touch the charging handle, because the charging handle, as you can see, it won't come out. Don't force it out. Just stop right there. Do not force it out, because you'll bend up the spring, a little retainer spring in there, and it won't work anymore. The retainer spring is what I'm talking about, is this little silver piece right here. It has tension on it. As you push it in, it retains, and it pushes back and resets inside the shaft there. So what you want to do, take your Allen key. Let's see if I can get this in video. Take your Allen key, put it in the opposite side. So if you push the pin from right to left, you want to put it in from the left side. If you push the pin from left to right, you want to put it on the right side. So the opposite side where the charging handle is, push your pin in, push your Allen key in. You want to make sure, if it's like this, you need to push your charging handle forward. So slightly push your charging handle forward to the front of the gun. And as you're pushing positive pressure on your Allen key inward, you want to slide your charging handle to the front of the gun until it starts moving. Once it starts moving, you've already depressed that spring in. You can go ahead and take it all the way out. You can see my little detent, my little spring there. It's not messed up, it's not damaged. So you set that to the side. Take your new one from Shooter's Element, stick it in the exact same way you took it out. But as you're sticking it through, you want to stop right there, because if you try to force it, you're going to mar up your gun, the top of your receiver here, and then it'll mar it up, bend that spring up, and it'll just be junk after that. So as you're coming in, You want to stop right when it holds that pressure. You want to take your Allen key again, push positive pressure on that spring, and as you're doing that, you want to slide your charging handle to the rear of the gun. So as you start sliding it, sets in, just like that, it's seated. So once you get that done, go ahead and take your pin, the one you took out first. Go ahead and inspect it, make sure it's not damaged. You know, it's got a little split in it, but man, that's how it was made. When you put this pin back in, say if you're putting it from left to right, or if you're right-handed, you put it from right to left, you always want to make sure that this tooth right here, this little tooth, if you can see it, faces the rear of the gun. So as you're pushing it back in, as I'm putting it back in, I'm putting it in from left to right because I'm left-handed. You want to make sure that the tooth is facing to the rear of the gun. So I'll go ahead, move my charging handle back just a little bit as I'm pushing the pin in. It's all the way seated. You can see it's flush on this side, it's flush on that side. It's good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a couple quick test pulls. Just like that, your new Shooter's Element extended charging handle is installed. Just like that, easy as can be, one of the easiest upgrades I think I've ever done in the least amount of time. I mean, I could probably pop this in, or take the old one out, pop the new one in less than a minute, 30 seconds. You know, 30 seconds, a minute. Which helps out a lot. I might even actually have to take these, take the rail covers off now because it's not like a cheese grater racking my knuckles up against the rails up on top, Picatinny rails. Because before, when I'm sitting there practicing stuff and doing unloads, racking with empty mags and stuff, or like a dummy rounds in, I mean, my whole entire knuckles up top was just completely raw because of how small the stock charging handle was. I mean, that little tiny thing, being able to rack back and forth is just, junk to me. Go check them out, Shooter's Element. This is their extended charging handle. I'm going to put a description down, a link below to their website, so you guys can go check them out. You can do easily 2 fingers for an overhand. If you even want, you can do 2 fingers for an underhand. Shooter's Element, extended charging handle. If you haven't already, go over to, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, Urban War 88. Thanks for watching, guys.